Let's talk about fleshing rabbit hides and preparing it for drying. To turn it into this, and making sure this is nice and clean and free of any flesh. Because rabbit hides like this are ready to be tanned and waterproofed. This is the fur side of a fresh rabbit hide. It's still wet, but this side right here has the flesh and some fat that's still on it. So like this right here, I just remove it. And when I talk about fleshing, I mean to remove this membrane that's on top of the skin. There's also muscle fibers like this right here. This is muscle. But you have this membrane where if you were to touch it, your finger kind of just slides around like this because there's two layers. And so the goal is to grab a hold of this and then just remove this flesh. And I don't use any tools at this point. I literally just grab a hold like this and I just peel away. I also sometimes take like a old t-shirt like this and I'm able to get a better grip on it to peel it away like this on like a cotton t-shirt. You want to get to the point where it's all white like this. This is where the skin is. And my friend Michael and we were talking about how our methods are slightly different. Michael, what he ends up doing is he fleshes what he can and then he pins it up. And as it's drying, he's scraping it with a tool of some sort. But what I do is I try to remove all of this flesh at this stage. When it dries like this. See? But on the other hand, Michael says that he kind of keeps the flesh on. He scrapes it little by little, and he keeps a little bit of the flesh on because rabbit pelts are very, very thin, and so that way it just gives it more thickness. That is true, but I don't know how the result is going to be when you actually try to tan it. And so yeah, we're gonna try. But yeah, you can see like right here, it's like paper thin. Like you can hear it, see? It is paper thin. But then you have other spots that are really thick, that are nice. But yeah, on the edges, crazy. It's like tissue paper. But let me peel all of this and I'll show you more of what it looks like here. Definite workout for your thumb, that's for sure. Just pinching and pulling like this the whole time. You'll see a clear separation between the skin, and right here is like the muscle fiber. There's like a line that comes across there, see? And really thin muscle fiber is really challenging to get off. But see, it's right here. And you can just go like this. And oftentimes if you pull too much, too hard, you can end up tearing the hide. And so this is a really delicate process and you gotta be careful. And so I try my best to be gentle, but see, you can see the difference there. You want to get down to this and you want to remove all of that right there. But Michael opts to keep some of it, which makes sense, you know. But so far, I feel like it is probably necessary to remove this muscle fiber, because then I hear that in order to get the tanning solution to really penetrate the hide, you have to have this removed. And see, you can see a huge difference. And so just got to keep going. Yeah, t-shirt, just go like this and peel away. All right, so I've done as much fleshing as I possibly can, and this looks perfect. It's all white and it's nice. It doesn't have that bits of flesh here and that second membrane layer anymore. And so this is ready to be pinned up. I also want to mention, see, as I was peeling that flesh off, I accidentally tore it a little bit like this, but I don't really mind since it's at the edge of the hide. And at this point too, you can trim it up on the corners, sides, and stuff like that so that it has a better shape for pinning. I have it spread out like this, and these are the nails that I like to use. Just stretch the hide out and then I just pin it down. All right, and there you go. I'm gonna keep this in the house like this, and then I'm gonna put a fan right directly on it. And this thing is gonna dry out completely the next morning. So the next morning I can unpin all of this and I'll just fluff up the fur and then it's dry. And then I'll end up with something like this that will be usable. Yeah, very nice. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing this now.